Hi there. So today I'm doing my first official unboxing for a while. It's been a while since I've actually done an unboxing on screen. I usually just like have these already taken out, which sometimes is, it's a good thing. So what I'm going to do now is I have my first package that I've ever gotten from Screen Archives because they're super expensive. But I will say it looks like they packed this stuff good. It's packed in a box, and instead of they didn't put it in a mailer, so that's always a plus. So let's hope that everything in here is complete and correct. This really is my first time ordering from them, so I don't know. Okay, so it's bubble wrapped, and there should be, I think, 5 movies. Oh, they're each singularly wrapped. Wow, that's pretty cool. So let's try and get these open one at a time. So they are all DVDs. Ones I was interested in picking up. Looks like they're all. I got that thing on the top that really drives me up the wall. So the first one I got is an Eric Stoltz one called Running Hot. So he had everything to gain, she had nothing to lose. So it's his number 13. I like the fact that they're numbered. In Code Red, there's like special features. We got a brand new transfer, audio commentary, interview with director, stills gallery, and if I kind of remember this one's kind of like a thriller. So let's open it up and look and see it. I like the cover. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember this movie. I don't know if I've seen this movie, which is really, really strange considering I'm a huge Eric Stoltz fan. I was a big fan of his from way back in the day. Mask was incredible and heartbreaking and all that stuff. I remember Cher was his mom. He was actually in Back to the Future as he was starting as Marty McFly, but they didn't think he had the right, he just didn't work, so they actually ended up recasting him with Michael J. Fox. Our drive-in theater is showing Back to the Future and E.T. this weekend, actually, as a retro double bill. It's the prettiest standard right there, so don't worry, there's some good horror stuff coming up because it is Halloween, and I did get these basically for horror ones. But so the other 4 are kind of wrapped together. I wonder why that one's wrapped on its own, like Running Hot. This one's special. Okay, I kind of like that though. I'm not going to unwrap every one of them. One of them doesn't have that security sticker, which is good. I hate those things. It's like it's coming right from your warehouse. I'm stealing it at that point. Okay. There's a couple here that I've wanted for quite a while, so I'm going to be super excited to look at certain ones here. Thanks. And I'm going to leave those to last. Now, there's 2 that I picked up for my better half. She is a huge blaxploitation fan. And when I was getting this stuff here, there's no way I could not grab these 2 here because I know that we watch a lot of blaxploitation in this house, and she gets a real kick out of it. So I'm opening it up before I show you. I like the look of this one. A lot of people some people don't collect DVDs still, they just go for Blu-ray, and I'm not one of those guys. I've got a large DVD collection as well as Blu-ray, and I just really enjoy actually having that stuff. But this one is a Fred Williamson one, so try and guess which one it is. It's from the Fred Williamson Signature Collection. So that's apparently a thing. Oh, it looks like Stuart Whitman's in this one. Oh, Leon Kennedy too, and Elliot Gould, so it's Mean Johnny Barrows. So let's open it up. Oh, this one actually has a uncut director's edition. So there we go. And this is number 26 in the Code Red collection. I'm a sucker for numbered stuff. Really, I am. So anytime something's kind of numbered on here, I still have to have it. And then I look around to find other stuff from there. This was one of the sales. They were really cheap. They're like $1.99. There's very few sales recently. Like the Vinegar Syndrome sale I go for, the this sale here at this price, even though like the shipping was really expensive. I'm not going to lie to you on that. Shipping is probably more than the movies altogether. Now, if you go to Ronin Flicks, their shipping is actually pretty good. But some of their prices on the Blu-rays and stuff are a little on the more expensive side. So they've got a sale on, or they had a sale on, but you got to buy 5, and then you get it for half price. So the code for that is TREATS, TREATS. So if you want to go and get like Code Red Blu-rays there, like some of them are actually already sold out by now. I found out there's ones that the ones that interested me were sold out by the time that I found out about the sale. Oh well, I found out about the sale, but I hadn't gotten to check on it because I didn't know Ronin Flicks did it in Canada. So, but they do. So if you're going, the Shout Factory Scream Factory sale is in day 2 right now, by the way. So if you go on every day, there's different stuff every day. So there's a lot of TV shows and the complete series sets on there today. Still the best one right now. If you can still grab it, is Mondo Macabro. Go grab their stuff. That's the stuff I looked at a lot last night. So here we go. It is Death Journey. So this is Fred Williams Signature Collection Volume 2. Were there any more in this series? Anybody know? It says 27 code number. And of course, it is, again, directed by star Fred Williams. And this is the Croder one, right? Yeah, it's the Croder series. Basically, Jesse Croder. He's in a couple, like, it's a Fred Williamson character. Again, you get an auto commentary, Hammer Time, number 2, interview with Fred Williamson. So I'm guessing this one had Hammer Time, number 1. Yeah, it did. So the next 2 ones are ones I'm extremely excited about, and the reason that I ordered anything from this sale in the first place. Like those I got there for like $1.99, and they're ones that I definitely wanted to check out at like the price that they were. But these 2 here are the ones that I ordered for. Both of these are ones that I've wanted for a long time. I'm Canadian, and one of the things that I'm proud of is that here in Canada, we had like a basically, if you wanted to do a movie here, there's tax breaks for making films here in Canada, which led to a genre called Canuxploitation, which is basically a lot of horror films and genre films made up here in Canada. Things like, a lot of like Cronenberg and stuff like Black Christmas, the 1974 one. Movies like My Bloody Valentine, and this one right here, which I do not remember if I've ever seen it. Reva Spears in it. Okay, so there's not a commentary, it's a featurette, and it is Ghost Keeper. I love the look of this cover. It's the 30th anniversary edition. Now there's a Blu-ray out there as well, but this was really, really cheap, so and it's Canuxploitation, so I have to have this. One of my dreams one of these days is actually owning one of the Canadian Whites, even if it's just one copy of one of the Canadian Whites. In Canada, during World War II, magazines and comics and all that stuff from like the U.S. and other areas, it was too expensive to get put in here, so they're pretty much banned. So all of a sudden, you had these kids. There's no Superman, no Batman, none of that stuff. So what happened then is it created a blank spot in the market. And all these Canadian companies came up and they started making different comic books called Canadian Whites, because they're made in Canada. Most of them were done in black and whites. There were some that were like usually 2 colors, but like most of them were black and white. And they had some incredible comics, and they had some incredible stories and characters. If you know the cartoon company Nelvana, that does a lot of Canadian cartoons. If like you're a cartoon like collector at all, you've probably seen the name Nelvana with the polar bear on there. Well, that comes directly from a Canadian comic book called Nelvana of the Northern Lights, which actually preceded Wonder Woman as a female character with her own comic book. So just a little like swerve there. But Ghost Keeper, really, really excited about this. So where's the set? Rugged location of Lake Louise, Banff National Park in Alberta. I used to live in Alberta, actually. So it'll be interesting to see that. Apparently it was poorly distributed on home video. Probably, I don't even remember hearing about this, but I love this cover. This other one is not Canuxploitation, but it is a double disc set. Again, the There's a Blu-ray of this one as well, but I'm fine with the DVD on this. I just want to have this movie, and I wanted it for a long time. Actually, I think Kino put out the Blu-ray of this, but when the Kino sales went on, there were certain ones that when you put them in your basket, they said U.S. only. So you could only buy them in the United States. So shag that. Finally, I get it for... Oh, I love this. I love the look of this. Now, when this one was out on VHS, the cover here that I'm going to show you, basically the little creature on the cover used to have like these glow-in-the-dark eyes. You'd have like these two like red lights for eyes. So anybody that knows this movie probably knows what this is already. And you see it in the store, and you press the button, and the eyes would glow red. But it's really cool anyway. So it's Dead Pit, the unrated director's cut 2-disc edition by the director of, what's it, Lawnmower Man and Virtuosity? That I did not know. So let's open it up and see if it's the same. So we got there's disc 1, and there's disc 2. Is there like a, no, it's not like a, there's no alternate cover. So what do we have in special features for Dead Pit? The complete, uncut, uncensored version that was too violent for an R rating. Brand new anamorphic transfer audio commentary with the director, writer, and actor, on-camera interview with stars, with the director, with the writer, original theatrical trailer. So disc 2 has a still gallery from Brett Leonard's archives, behind-the-scenes footage, the Dead Pit special effects test montage, the Dead Pit mini-movie with alternate makeup and scene special effects test footage, and behind-the-scenes with special effects artist Ed Martinez. So there's a few things on there. Oh, I should let you know, this is 09-2, whatever that means. And Ghost Keepers is number 55 in the collection. So let's just line them up in order of their numbers. So here you go. This is my very first time that I've ordered Code Red, and ordered it from Screen Archives. Well, I ordered from Screen Archives again. They got here fast. They were well packaged, but the shipping is really, really not the best. So if Screen Archives works on getting their shipping down, then maybe I can order from them sometime in the future. Until that happens, unless the sale is something like this where the DVDs are $1.99, I really can't afford to buy a $20 or $30, even a $20 or $30 DVD when the shipping is going to cost me $17 or $18. But for to get 5 movies for this, not a problem. Really, really pleased. It came really fast. I got to say that it came really fast. So if you live in an area where the shipping's not too bad, and like if you, obviously not in Canada, but if you're in the United States and you got decent shipping, Screen Archives, I guess, is a good place to go. But for us here in Canada, like having the bad shipping and then having the bad shipping price and having them like say, hey, do you want to pay $45 more to insure it? Was a little bit more than insulting. When you see smaller companies like Diabolic DVD or Mondo Macabre actually putting their stuff out there with decent shipping, it doesn't cost that much to ship here to Canada. So that being said, I am very pleased with the movies I got. Ghost Keeper and Dead Pit will be part of my last week of Halloween watching. I'm actually looking forward to watching both of these. I kind of remember Dead Pit a little bit, not very well, but I don't remember Ghost Keeper at all, and I'm a huge fan of Conexploitation, so there you go. Thanks for watching. I'm the Movie Prof. It is seriously time for tea, and it's almost supper time now, so have a great evening. Happy Halloween, guys, and I'll talk to you later.